What's up, guys? As some of you have seen, I've been uploading some tutorials on how to possess some allies and some enemy bodies and pilot some vehicles that you're not supposed to. I wanted to do a voice tutorial to clear up some of the problems people are having commonly with recreating this trick and to test the waters with voice. I want to do some more voice stuff in the future, so let me know how this sounds. This is done on the original version. I wanted to show that it works on both Master Chief Collection and original. The setup is mostly the same, but because there isn't a pinata skull on the classic version, we have to make some modifications. But it's not too complicated. It might be a little easier. I'm not sure which people will find easier. The only skull you're going to need for this is the Envy skull. You can find the Envy skull on the level Delta Halo. It's about halfway through the mission, a little outside the map. You have to play on Legendary to get the Envy skull. Once you pick it up, it's going to allow Master Chief to get active camouflage. That changes his flashlight for camo. That's going to be important for sneaking across the bridge. Once you get it, save and quit, and then start up a co-op session on Metropolis. I'm playing on easy because it makes the camo last longer, but you can do it on any difficulty other than Legendary. At the start here, you're going to hop in the Warthog and make sure the Marines get in. This is to prevent them from running across the bridge. Don't honk the horn to let them get in though, because that will mess it up. After that, have a player hop in the tank here and then ride it up the wall on the right side and then turn it around to the left. I use this method because it seems to be the easiest way to get the tank in the position I want. You're going to want to create a pocket so that Master Chief can crouch under it and then not allow his teammate to respawn when they die. Just like this. So now I grab these rockets. It's not necessary, but the rockets are going to help melee me faster. So we want to create 25 objects, just like in my Master Chief Collection version of this trick. If you haven't seen that, I have it on my YouTube. 25 objects is the magic number for this specific trick. This first kill creates 7 objects because there's a body, 4 grenades, and 2 guns. The second one is going to create 4 more because there's a body, 2 guns, and only 1 grenade. So we're up to 11, and now this will be 15. Now this will be 19. This will be 23. And this last death is going to put us at 27 objects. Now what we want to do is pick up 2 grenades with the guy who only has 1 grenade. Try not to pick up the ammo either. You want only the grenades. Once you get the grenades, have the guy who picked them up hide under the tank. It's very important that the guy with 3 grenades hides under the tank, and the guy with 4 grenades is the one who jumps off the map here. So then once you've got all this set up, hop off the map, and if it doesn't try to respawn him, like it just waits here at that view and doesn't show any text like waiting to respawn, then it was successful. You can restart the mission. Hop in the Warthog again to make sure the Marines don't run forward. I'm going to drive them a little out of the way this time. So once you park the Warthog here, you're going to want to make sure you get out of the Warthog. If you stay in it, then the Wraith will shoot at you from across the bridge, and you don't want that. So you can just wait here, ready to jump off the map. Then with the other guy, have him progress across the bridge. This is the hardest part of the whole trick. You want to make sure that the ghosts don't shoot at you. That's why we got the Envy skull. It's not 100% necessary, but it makes it way easier. You just want to sneak across this bridge like it's a stealth mission. The camo cycle I'm doing I found to be pretty good. I'm going to camo when I pass this flipped over van here and run forward until I get to a truck. So here's the camo. Once you get to this point, the ghost will usually like kind of drift forward and not even look back at you. You can hold forward mostly the whole way. I'm kind of keeping them in my view to make sure they're not looking at me, but they're trying to progress across the bridge at a similar rate as I do, so they're not even looking at me. Once I get to this truck, I camo again, and I'm going to try to make it all the way to this next truck. This is the only time you really have to wait here on the first section of the bridge. We're going to wait and hide next to this truck. So you want to hide closer to it so that the people that come from behind can't see you, because there should be 2 ghosts behind you at this point. And you just wait for your camo. As soon as it comes back, be ready to camo and run away. I like to run up and get to this little cubby. It gives a nice little hiding spot. This is kind of once the trick becomes easy once you get here. It's hard to get spotted from here. So I talked about needing to make up for those 2 grenades that we picked up. We're going to throw 2 grenades right there to account for the fact that we went over. So we went to 27 objects and then down to 25. Throwing those 2 grenades is necessary. Now we're going to continue with the camo. I like to camo and run past 2 of the structures that support the bridge and then wait for camo again. Crouching very close to the thing so that enemies don't see me. Wait for camo and then do it all over again. So pass 1 and then wait at the second one. Wait right here. The ghost shouldn't see you. If you want to listen very carefully, if you hear them shoot, you're going to have to revert to last checkpoint. You don't need to restart the whole process, only revert to last checkpoint when you hear them shoot. If the Wraith shoots or if the ghost shoot, anyone fires a bullet. If the Marines or anyone, if your other guy accidentally shoots, that also will mess it up. So once you get to this point, you're going to have your other player hop off the map, and then as he's trying to respawn, you want to camo and start jumping and meleeing to prevent his respawn. You want to make sure that he does not come back too early. So you want to jump and melee and start running forward. You want to run past the Wraith, and once you make it a little bit past the Wraith, you can stop meleeing. Once you stop meleeing, your teammate's going to be able to spawn, and if you did everything correctly, he should come back as a Marine, as you can see right here. So we've now taken control of a Marine's body through some complicated steps. I plan on making a tutorial video soon on why these complicated steps work. It's kind of why I'm testing the waters with voice here, so hopefully this goes well. The Marine can't board the Wraith, but he can do some cool things with the Wraith, so I'll show that off as I progress through the level here. I know another problem that some people had was that they would go back and get the Warthog at the start of the mission and then try to progress, and then their Marine would disappear. The reason for that is you have to use the Warthog from the tunnels to progress. But as you can see here with the Wraith, you can boost a little faster. This is not normally how quick you can boost in the Wraith as Master Chief. The AI seem to have the ability to not cool down on the boost. So I'm just going to take this Wraith across the bridge for a minute, ignoring all the enemies. There's nothing going on here except beeping. The Marine beeps a lot because he doesn't have shields. You can make the beeping stop if you turn on the Black Eye Skull and melee. That'll give you overshield, which is kind of fun to mess around with as a Marine. But you can just ignore the beeping. One of the interesting things about the AI is that they still have a little bit of control, and because of that, they can fire the front guns of the Wraith. I found this really cool. Normally, Master Chief does not have the ability to fire these miniguns on the Wraith, but the Marine will shoot them. I'm not controlling these. Just by being near enemies, the Marine will shoot them automatically. He aims at the enemies himself and tries to kill people. There's no hidden button or anything to do it, it'll just do it automatically. So this is the Warthog I was talking about. You have to take this Warthog. If you take the other one, you'll have problems with the Marine disappearing. I saw a bunch of people in the YouTube comments have trouble with that, so hopefully this helps that. Once you get to this point, hop in this Warthog. The game will try to force you out because the Marine still has some AI control. So it just hopped me out of the Warthog there. You can just hop right back in and keep driving. It's not a problem, but it will do it a couple times. That happened again there. The Marine really doesn't like to progress through these tunnels in a Warthog. If you've ever done speedruns, you can see that. They'll always hop out. They'll never stay in until this point. But once you get here, you should just be able to drive through the load without disappearing. If you're having troubles with them disappearing, make sure you use this Warthog. After you make it this far, you can take the Warthog through the mission and progress to the point where the Pelican comes. This is the fun part, and the part a lot of you have been waiting for. Now that we've killed the Phantom, we've killed both Wraiths, we can just wait here for the Pelican to come in. So there's two Pelicans that fly in. You can't fly both of them. This first Pelican that has a tank attached to it does not have the ability to be driven by this Marine, but this Pelican and a couple Pelicans later in the mission you can drive. It's really easy to drive them. You just stand under the cockpit, you hold X to get the Marine out, and you'll see him hop out, and then you hold X to get in. So now we're in the Pelican. We can fly it just like any other vehicle. The A button will make you go straight up. The crouch button will make you descend straight down. It's got a boost, and it's got very floaty controls, but you can look around and you can boost, and you can fly and get the Scarab gun if you want. It's a lot of fun flying around. You can go and knock around the soccer ball or get the Scarab gun, and it's a lot of people's childhood dream to fly this vehicle. This is a fun trick. I'd like to thank Hark and Nibre and Dr. Biz for really helping me figure out a lot of this. without Nibre, especially, I wouldn't understand this trick as good as I do. There's a lot of technical nuances to it, but once you understand it, it's not too hard. Hopefully this tutorial cleared up some of the problems you guys are having. Let me know in the comments if you were able to recreate it. Let me know what else you want to see. I plan on uploading some videos on some more enemies and also a much more in-depth explanation of how this works in the future. Just trying to get everything figured out and edited together. Thanks for watching.